Morning, guys. It's almost 8 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. I just posted the last video of me brush hogging this field here. As you can tell, it's been a week and I haven't been able to finish it at all. We got stopped by rain and made it a little more difficult than I anticipated. So I just stopped doing that and left it all week. I was going to finish it up yesterday, but behind you, which is I'm actually looking at it right now, there's a little surprise for you guys. Once I finish greasing this up, I'll show you. But I'll also show you an older field. It used to be the same condition as this field here. No, this field used to be in the same condition as the field behind us. And all I did simply was brush hog this about every month, 6 weeks. What are you doing, buddy? Huh? You're all wet. Yeah, you're all wet. All wet. You helping me? Look. You helping me? You gonna grease your tractor too? Got hay all over the grease fitting. A greasy tractor's a happy tractor. This field here, all I had to do was brush hog it every 6 weeks. And now it's this really thick stuff. You saw in the last video, it's bogging the tractor down pretty good. Some areas I even had to stop and put it in first gear. And just first gear, low range, let it do its thing. But yesterday, I picked up this 1970s era International 990 mower conditioner. It's a Haybine style mower conditioner. It's not like a disc vine, it's a Haybine. I'm pretty sure the Haybine coined term is New Holland's name. I'm not 100% certain on that. But this is actually the cheapest Haybine on Marketplace in my area, on Facebook Marketplace. Cheapest Facebook Marketplace Haybine. And I'm just going through greasing up all these fittings. And I was going to get it ready and hook it up to the tractor and try it out on this field that I didn't get to finish because of the rain last week. Let's grease all these fittings up. Let it run a little bit. Try not getting myself covered in grease. Got an oil can, oil up this chain. So I picked this up on a total opposite side of the county and drove it home with my pickup. And boy, is that a treat. Let's see if this thing starts pumping. Probably be a little extra on the oil here. I don't know when the last time this thing's been ran. I did oil it up a little bit yesterday, and I cycled it about once, and I wanted to get really good coating oil on this. But yeah, that was about a 2-hour trip across the entire county, from the complete south side of the county all the way to the what's this, the northeastern side of the county. We went pretty far, and it was quite a chore towing this home, because this is a 9-foot International 990 Haybine. They'd also make this in a 7-foot. A lot of the stuff I've been reading and researching and watching on YouTube has been pretty helpful. Pete from Just a Few Acres Farm, who's actually pretty close to me, actually. He's within half hour, 45 minutes of where I live. I don't know him personally, but I watch his channel a lot. And he's got the same Haybine. His is in much, much better shape. But he's gone through in depth of him fixing it up, repairing it, maintaining it. And it will make it a lot easier for me to take care of this one because of all the legwork he has done to put on his channel and take care of it. Grease up this fitting on the wobble box. And there's one over here on the wobble box drive. So they did away with a pitman arm and put a wobble box in. I don't know how a wobble box works, but I greased everything once before, but I like greasing it twice, once after it moves. So we're going to try cutting into this thing today. I don't know if it'll be possible or not. Let's see if we get in here, and I'll get in your view. Grease fitting on this thing. Uh-oh. Well, that's it for that. We're gonna have to go to Tractor Supply because that was my last tube of grease. I went to go hook this up last night. These are your hydraulic fittings to lift the cutter head up. And yeah, that's not how that's supposed to go. So I was thinking like, oh sweet, I'll just take those connectors off the fittings, off the hoses, those fittings off the hoses, and put these new ones on. I had one sitting in the barn, and I stopped at my dad's, grabbed the second one. That's how they connect. But this is NPT, and the hose is not NPT. I don't know what that is. I think Timber's real excited to be going out to cut. So like, oh, maybe there's something else, old school proprietary. Maybe I can adapt them. So I went to Tractor Supply, found these adapters. These are old International Harvester on one side, and to the standard Pioneer on the other. So you take your Pioneer coupler, it'll go into here, no problem. Apparently it's not a Pioneer. But it is a Pioneer, but it won't fit. I don't understand. I'm pretty sure it will. My hand's all greasy. That definitely does not fit in there. This side's way too big. So, back to Tractor Supply. I went to the closest Tractor Supply. They're about 15 minutes away. Picked those up. And that was the only ones they had, so now I'm gonna have to go to the one that's about half an hour away. They said they have different ones in stock. Hopefully those other connectors that they have in stock are ones that were gonna fit this tractor. But these are the wind rowers that are on the back of this Haybine. They are a little worse for wear. They're all bent up and beat up, and the back half of them are all chewed up. When I did go to Tractor Supply last night, we went at like 8 o'clock last night, actually, 7:30, 8 o'clock. I picked up a new sign. These are in the bracket to make it removable. I wish I had this when I brought it home. Like I said, I went all across the county doing 20 miles an hour behind the truck, taking up most of the road. Yeah, these wind rowers, do as they please. I'll have to fix them. Both wind rowers. This top piece got a bunch of cracks in it. All along, all the mounting holes are all cracked all the way through. I don't know. I'm honestly surprised that thing still held on to the machine because that's so broken on there. So this has the steel top roller. It's got an overrunning clutch on the other side, so there's a steel top roller, and it's got the cleats in it to help crimp the stalks of hay, so it helps it dry. And then it has the belted, so it's got the rubber belted bottom roller. This helps speeds up the drying process. So this is the sickle bar. It's the cutter head. It's very similar to just a normal sickle bar mower. The only difference is it has all these other contraptions stuck to it. So it has this reel that helps draw the hay into it. It pulls the hay into the cutters and helps it cut cleaner. And then these fingers also draw up to the back of the bed there and sweep all that hay that was just cut into the back of the rollers. And the rollers crimp the hay and shoot it out the back. So these knives, the cutter knives, are actually new. The guy before me said he replaced them all, and they look all really, really nice. I know they're rusty and everything. There's a couple that are not rusty, but they're really sharp. But I'm thinking this is a really good looking unit behind this old Case 430 diesel tractor. It's all oiled up, all greased up. There's probably about 50 grease fittings on there. And one timber. Just greased up the tractor too. But I'm gonna go to Tractor Supply, see if I can get new of these couplers. Timber probably thinks they're tasty. And see if we can get mowing this afternoon and finish this up. Maybe even make hay out of it. Probably not though. After yet another trip to the Tractor Supply, I've come to the conclusion it would just be easier just to take the hydraulic lines off and take them down to my dad's shop and replace the ends that way. Oh, these are going to be fun to remove. It's a real treat to move. It's just spinning inside of itself. Oh boy. Almost there. There goes the flow. There we go. Got both lines off. Now on the back side. Gotta turn my ratchet off. That won't fit in there. This barely fits in there. There we go. Ow. Oh. I'll be able to go on this one like that. Kind of hard to see what you're doing. I'll come back to that one. I might just be able to bend these out because I'm not reusing this thing. This won't fit the new fitting things that I got. Pull the top one out, pull the bottom one out. Left with extra pieces, maybe? Yeah. Oily nut and bolt. Save those. It's been a very good tractor for me so far. There's that nut. I've had no issues with it. I've had it for a little over a year. Oh, these are fine thread. Might want to keep these. Timber! There he comes. Look what I found, buddy. Yeah. Some more greasy, gross nastiness. I got the two hoses off. Bend these out of the way. Hey, having fun. There's the one. Alright, so that's all pulled apart. I want to get that bottom connector out too. How does that go? I just like force it and muscle it or what? There we go. So I don't know what these are. It's like, it's not tapered thread in there. I don't know if you can see that. It's not a tapered thread. And then I start right here. A spring goes inside of there. And then the hose goes on there like that. So here's the hose. This spring goes inside of the hose and these screw together. I've never seen anything like this before. Because I tried swapping this out for this connector and it does not thread whatsoever. This is NPT, half-inch NPT, National Pipe Thread. I don't know what that is. So I'm taking this to my dad's, cutting this end off with a grinder, and going to crimp on a new hydraulic end on this. What is this going on here? I have never seen anything like it. I went to Tractor Supply, just got back. like the third time now. Still can't figure out what's going on with this. So I'm going to take those with me to my dad's. See if I can figure out what's going on with that. Put my hands off. And, alright, let's go on over there. I'll take you guys with me. I'll crimp new ends on that. Clean up my tools. Clean up my mess. Leave everything out for me when I get back because I'm going to need it all. Come on. You ready to go? Is this the one? This might be it. No, that's O-ring base. I'm looking for NPT. I need a better organization system for these fittings. It's also O-ring. Yeah, I need one more. Half-inch NPT. End up having to make new hoses instead. So let's get these put on the tractor. Okay, so I had to make new hydraulic lines, as you've seen. And, well, now they work, but they're a little on the longer side, which is okay. We can reroute these somehow, get these to tuck up some other different way, go along the side of the tractor. But now we have remotes. Let's get tools picked up and let's see if this thing actually does what it's supposed to.
that is all of it. When we rake it, I guess, if I actually figure out finding a rake or a baler, we'll see how good of a job it did cutting. I don't think it really did terrible, but I don't think it did great either. But now I'm just going to clean it out, put it away. But that's the wrap on the cheapest Haybine on Facebook Marketplace. The guy was really cool. He's very flexible. Held it for me for the whole week so I can get this to happen. And yeah, I don't think it did too terrible. There's things I got to do with some adjustments and everything. These shields, these guards, I want to replace what's missing on them, so it piles it more in a windrow in the center so I'm not driving over the hay several times. But overall, it's been pretty good. I didn't hear any big bang, nothing crazy, no fires. I guess that's not terrible. Probably got to replace that sheet metal that goes across inside. Here, now that the machine's off, I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'll pick you up over here. Yeah, there's a hole here. And so there's a piece of steel that goes in between here to fill that gap. I feel like that might help. But also this being so pitted and everything, because probably it wasn't cleaned out when it was supposed to be. It probably doesn't help either. Maybe that would help toss this hay into the rollers and out. And no, those rollers aren't going to pinch me. I got the transport lock in right now, which is over here. Put this lock in and it won't come down. It's actually on it right now and it won't even move. But yeah. That's it for this one. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Definitely stay tuned for the rest of this next week. Maybe I'll even get around to raking this and baling this. We'll see. It definitely looks like it's good stuff. It's very, very thick. I was not anticipating it to be this thick. It's pretty good. I'll catch you on the next one.